Level 1. The Curious Child. You find a dead squirrel near the road. The fur feels remarkably stiff. You bring it home. Your father shows you how to bleach the bones. The chemical smell burns your nose. You like the clean white skull underneath. Other kids play baseball outside. You sit in the garage with your jars. The glass feels cold against your cheek. Inside is a preserved frog specimen. You do not feel pity. You just want to see how it works. Your bicycle tires crush dry leaves. You search the woods for more subjects. A heavy wooden stick rests in your palm, ready to strike small prey. The neighbors wave at you. A quiet boy with a very strange hobby. They think it is just a phase. They think you will grow out. You arrange the bones in perfect order. Complete control over something once alive. But animal bones are small. You are starting to look for something bigger. Level 2. The Isolated Teenager. The house is completely empty. Your parents are fighting somewhere down the street. You drink cheap liquor alone. It numbs the constant noise in your head. You watch a jogger pass by your window. The fantasy begins to form. A heavy metal dumbbell sits on the floor. You grip the textured handle. You hide in the bushes. The damp earth smells like rain and rot. Your breathing is heavy. Sweat drips down your neck onto your dark collar. You wait for him to run past. The metal weight feels cold now. Footsteps approach on the gravel. Your pulse thumps hard in your own ears. He runs by without noticing you. The opportunity slips through your shaking fingers. You go back to the empty house. The alcohol bottle is still waiting. The urges are getting stronger. The fantasy requires a real body to touch. Graduation is tomorrow. You are alone. The thoughts are too loud to ignore. Level 3. The Student of Death. You drive down a quiet highway. A young hitchhiker needs a quick ride. He gets into your car. The air inside becomes thick and uncomfortably warm. You invite him in for a beer. The silence between you feels heavy. He stands up to leave. The sudden movement triggers panic in your chest. A solid metal barbell is within reach. Your fingers wrap around the steel. The handle is cold. You grip it harder. Your palm is dripping wet. Resistance meets your swing. A dull sound echoes. Your arm muscles burn deep. He falls on the floor. Temperature drops. Copper smell fills your lungs now. You stand over the quiet shape. Your hands are shaking without any control. You drag the weight downstairs. The basement floor is rough against your boots, trash bags, and tools. You spend hours making the physical evidence disappear completely. You survived the first time, but the real hunger is only waking up. Level 4. The Stalker. You join the army. The strict routine is supposed to fix your mind, uniforms, and early mornings. You try to blend in with normal young men, but the alcohol dependency grows. You drink until your vision blurs and fades. You walk the humid city streets. The night air feels hot and sticky. Dark alleys and quiet clubs. You observe faces from a very safe distance. You watch them smile and talk. The isolation inside you feels sharp again. You follow a target down the block, keeping exactly 50 feet of space. His shoes click on the wet pavement. You match his pace without sound. He turns a corner and vanishes. Your jaw clenches hard in total frustration. The military discharges you. The strict structure is gone and you return home. The civilian world has no rules for you. The leash is finally broken. You are moving to a new city, bringing the dark urges right along. Level 5. The Novice Killer. You rent a cheap hotel room. The carpet smells like stale cigarette smoke. A man from the bar sits on the bed. He drinks your cocktail. The crushed sleeping pills dissolve at the bottom. You wait for the effect. His words start to slur. His head tilts back against the ugly wallpaper. The room is silent. You hear the faint hum of the mini fridge. You wrap a thick leather strap over your palms. The material feels stiff. Pressure is applied. 100 seconds of pure strain on your tight muscles. He stops moving completely. The weight of reality suddenly crashes down on you. You buy a large hard plastic suitcase. The store clerk smiles at you. You pack the luggage. The zipper stretches hard against the heavy internal mass. You carry it out through the lobby. Your arms ache from the effort. No one asks a single question. You realize how easy this actually is. Level 6. The Predator. You move into apartment 213. The smell of mildew is strong. The hunting ground is set. You visit the local clubs every single weekend. The music is loud. The bass vibrates deep inside your empty chest cavity. You offer them money for pictures. The simple trick works every single time. They follow you back. The wooden door clicks shut behind their unsuspecting backs. The sleeping pills are already crushed, mixed directly into the sweet rum drink. You watch them swallow the liquid. Your pulse stays steady and very calm. Their eyes become heavy. The strong drug pulls them down into deep sleep. The thick strap wraps tight. 120 seconds of pure physical effort. Silence fills the apartment. The blue barrel sits waiting in the dark corner. The chemical fumes burn your eyes. Acid dissolves the flesh from the bones. You are no longer just practicing, you are a predator building a routine. Level 7, the collector. The freezer hums in the corner, it is packed full of frozen evidence. You buy a Polaroid camera, the flash is bright in the dim room, you take 80 pictures of the process, arranging the bodies in specific poses. You want them to stay forever. The loneliness drives you to medical experiments. A power drill rests in your hand, the motor spins with a whine. You inject acid into the skull, trying to make a permanent mindless companion. The procedure fails every time, you are left with just another dead weight. You clean the painted skulls, placing them carefully inside your dark bedroom closet. The smell in the apartment is getting worse, neighbors complain about the odor. You tell them your fish died. The simple excuse works for a while, the collection grows larger each month. You sleep surrounded by your quiet victims. You have built your own private museum, but the exhibit needs more additions. Level 8, the media phantom. Posters of missing men fill the city, their faces taped to brick walls. The local news reports nothing, the disappearances go ignored by the wider public. You walk right past the flyers, a phantom operating safely in plain sight. One night a victim escapes, he runs outside bleeding into the dark street. Police arrive with flashing red lights, your heart hammers against your rib cage. You walk outside and speak calmly, you tell the officers a smooth lie, you say it is a simple lover's quarrel. The police believe your voice, they escort the boy back inside, right into your blood-stained living room. The officers leave the apartment, the door clicks locked behind their blue uniforms. You wipe sweat from your forehead, you realize the system is truly broken. The press misses the real story, letting you slip right through the cracks. You are an invisible ghost to them, and one mistake will ruin everything. Level 9, the cross-country killer. Milwaukee is running out of faces. You start driving down to Chicago weekly, crossing state lines to hunt prey. The highway tires hum a steady rhythm, the bathhouses are crowded and dark, steam fills the air masking your face. You sit quietly in the corner, scanning the warm room for vulnerable targets. A man accepts your polite offer, he gets into your car without hesitation. The long drive back to Wisconsin, 90 miles of quiet and tense anticipation. The toll booth attendant waves casually. He has no idea what is happening. You arrive back at your apartment, the familiar smell of decay welcomes you. The routine plays out once again, the strap pulls tight against the skin. Traveling expands your deadly hunting range, making you much harder to track down. The cooling off period gets shorter, you need to hunt almost every day. You feel invincible crossing the borders, but the final mistake is coming soon. Level 10, the untouchable. The apartment is out of space, bones and bodies fill every single drawer. You bring another man inside tonight, the handcuffs click shut on his wrists. You pick up a butcher knife, he fights back with unexpected raw strength. A sudden blow hits your head, you fall backwards onto the dirty carpet. He runs out the front door, half naked with the handcuffs still attached. Minutes later the police arrive upstairs, they look inside your open refrigerator door. The officers freeze in complete shock. Polaroids of the dead scatter the floor. You do not run or fight, you just feel tired and very hollow. Cold steel cuffs lock your wrists. You confess everything in a quiet voice. 15 consecutive life sentences in prison. A small concrete cell becomes your world. You are killed by another inmate. A heavy metal bar crushes your skull. The brutal reality finally catches up, leaving nothing behind but your empty name.